Okay, we literally just had the scariest hour of my entire life up to this point. Oh my gosh, like I went in, I heard some wheezing from Indie and Esme's bedroom, and I went in there, and Indie was like struggling to sit up, and she was wheezing, and I could tell she just couldn't breathe at all. I picked her up, I ran her into our room. Ashley, she can't breathe. Ashley ran her downstairs outside. The girls have had croup before. I'd never heard her breathing like that though, ever. Ashley got outside and her chest was contracting. Ashley looked at her face and it was turning pale, and she said, "Get in the car." Oh my gosh. I can't even think right now.
Lee, are you feeling a little better? You okay?
How's it going? Good. Got a little one here that's going to be coming your way from AF. She's a 3-year-old. She's a quad, right?
You're getting that all buckled up. Good.
Perfect.
You can go for a little ride, baby. You feeling better?
Can I get the paper?
Yes, Mom's going with you.
Trying to make sure I got.
You get a ride in this big truck.
Where you get a ride?
Andy, you gonna go in this truck? Oh my gosh, are you excited?
You're a cool customer, huh? She's like, it's no big deal.
He is mellow yellow.
Be right by Mom. See if you can find your mom.
Oh my gosh, there she is!
Where's your mom?
Oh my gosh, there she is!
Where's your mom?
Hi! Hi, I'm right here, honey.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Do you
We
wanna
should be
hold my
fine.
hand?
So,
Bye, girl.
okay.
Oh, so we got in the car. We started driving straight to the hospital. I called my brother Garrison and said, "Get to the house right now." He went and got, luckily they only live 5 minutes away. He rushed over to our house. He's there with the girls right now. We got Indy down here to the emergency room. They took her right back, and the doctor, I mean, they immediately started looking at her. He said this, he was listening to her with his, oh, sorry, I'm so jumbled. I can't even think right now. He said that was the worst case of croup he's ever seen. So they gave her an epinephrine, and then they gave her a steroid, and she calmed down, which was really good. But they called the pediatrician that was on call, and they're going to transfer her down to Utah Valley, which is where the girls were born. It's a bigger hospital, and I guess they have everything that they need down there to monitor her. So the doctor told us right there, "You guys aren't going home tonight." But we didn't know that we were going to be transferred. But he called them and they said, "No, she's coming down here." So the ambulance came to this hospital and just picked her up. Ashley is riding in the ambulance with Indy down to Utah Valley, and they're going to monitor her there for the next, it could be a day. I overheard the respiratory therapist saying something that she was like a 9. And then he was saying, after the meds and everything, she was responding at a 1. So I don't know what all that means. I don't know if when we got here, she was like a 9 out of 10. And then after the meds, like they had got her back down to where she needed to be. I don't know. But this doctor here that was on call did say that was the worst case he'd ever seen, and that we were lucky we got her here so quick. And literally when we walked in the doors and got into the light, her face was blue. It was literally blue. And Ashley was like crying on the drive over. I was literally speeding. I blew by a cop doing 70 on a 25-mile-per-hour road, and he didn't even blink. So I know that our prayers were being answered. But man, that literally scared everything out of me. I mean, if we would have been asleep and she was in there wheezing, I don't even know. Like, I'm scared to death right now, the thoughts that are going through my head if we wouldn't have heard her. And I mean, I'm in there asking the nurse and the doctors all kinds of questions, and they basically are like, there's nothing you can do. I mean, these symptoms, they come on like this late at night. And I mean, the girls were at the park earlier today running around and playing. It was 59 degrees. It was so scary. I can't even describe Indy's face. I can't describe the terror on Ashley's face. And I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that we made it here and that these guys were so quick to respond and get her back to where she needed to be. Listening to her laboring to breathe, that is something I never ever want to hear again. Oh my gosh. I'm grateful for Ashley's mom who rushed over here. I'm grateful for my brother Garrison, who is at the house right now with the girls. So I'm gonna run home right now and check on the girls and check on Garrison and make sure everybody's okay there. And then I'm heading right back down to the hospital. Ashley's mom followed the ambulance down there. So Ashley and Indy are in the ambulance, and her mom's going down. So I know that they're in good hands. So I'm just going to go make sure that the other three are good. And I'm saying my prayers right now, thanking my Father in heaven that everything is okay. So please keep Indy in your prayers. I don't know when you're ever going to watch this video. I don't know if I'm going to edit it in a week or a month, or maybe not even at all. I don't know. But these are my thoughts about what just happened, and I'm grateful for this hospital, and I'm grateful for our prayers being answered on the way over here. I know that Heavenly Father heard them.
We are currently in the ambulance going to a bigger hospital. And Indy's being so brave, huh? She's feeling so much better right now, huh? Got a car seat. Are you feeling better? Yeah, did the doctors give you something to help you breathe better? Yeah. That makes me feel better. You scared Mama, huh? Was it scary? No, you were brave the whole time. Like a zebra. Yeah. Alright guys, so it has been quite a scary night. We have, oh God, where do I start? Me and Tyson were about to go to bed and we heard some faint, it sounded like crying, but it was not crying. So we went in to go in there to figure out what it was, and Indy was trying to breathe and she was retracting in her chest, the worst I've ever seen. And I immediately grabbed her and ran out the front door because I knew it sounded like Croup with the cough. I knew she needed cold air. Just grabbed her and ran out the front door, and I looked down at her and she was blue. It's like a grayish blue. She wasn't completely blue. She was awake. I was talking to her and she was nodding or shaking her head while she was breathing, and I knew she had to go to the hospital right then, so I just yelled for Tyson and we ran to the hospital. Uncle Garrison went to go sit with the girls and we ran to the hospital and freaked the ER doctor out. The doctor here told me that we freaked the ER doctor out. He said it was the worst case of Croup he's ever seen. She was totally fine today, and he said that's completely normal for Croup. She was completely fine today, running around, playing, teasing her sisters, being her normal Indy self, and this just honestly just came on suddenly. Sorry, the doctor came in. Anyways, he said that she was a 9 on the Croup scale, which they said there was 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, which 9 is the highest. Her oxygen level was at a 68, which he said does not usually happen. So it was the worst he's ever seen. It was so terrifying. She just could not breathe. I could tell she could not breathe, and it was so scary. So they had to give her 2 epinephrine treatments, 2 back to back, because the first one wasn't enough. So they gave her a second one, and finally got it under control. And then they gave her they transferred us via ambulance to another hospital that has a PICU. So Mimi met me down here. Tyson left from the first hospital to go back to the girls because Evie was actually not feeling great tonight either. Right before she went to bed, she woke up and was having some coughing a lot, and so he just didn't feel comfortable having anybody else stay at the house besides him because he knows what to listen for. So he's gonna stay at the house. Me and Mimi are gonna stay here with Indy. She is doing great right now, like so great. After that second epinephrine shot, she has done super great, did great on the ambulance ride. She thinks it's pretty cool she got to ride in an ambulance. And she is up. It's 2:30 in the morning, and she thinks it's daytime.
And she wants a Band-Aid.
And she wants a Band-Aid that she just, she wants a new Band-Aid. Andy, are you feeling better? Did those doctors help you? Yeah. Yeah. Was it kind of scary? No, because you're so brave, huh? And you know Mama's always got you, huh? Yeah, Mama's always got you, don't I? Yeah. And are we going to have a sleepover here? Yeah. And is your room pretty cool? Yeah. What's
I
on?
have this on.
You do have that on, don't you?
But why do you have that one on?
Why you have that one on? That one is so that they know who you are. So you have one on your leg and one on your arm, and that's so that they know that you're Indy Mae Gardner.
No.
Yeah, and then Mommy's got one on her wrist too, so that they know that you belong to Mommy. Okay, and Mimi got Indy a Band-Aid. Indy got a little cut on her hand tonight before she went to bed. And I think that that's more upsetting to her than her not being able to breathe tonight. Huh? Yeah, so Mimi's gonna get a Band-Aid for her.
Stickers.
You got some stickers on your belly?
2.
1, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can still touch them.
You can still touch them. Hey, what did you get to ride in tonight?
A fire truck.
Oh, a fire truck. The firefighter was in there with us, but I think we rode in an ambulance. Ambulance, yeah. And can you breathe better? Yeah. And is your room so cool? What's your favorite part?
The fire truck.
The fire truck was your favorite part of tonight. What is the favorite one up here? Look at the ceiling.
A bee.
The bee? Where's the bee? Oh,
There's the dinosaur over there.
that looks cool, honey.
A dinosaur.
Is there a dinosaur?
Like that.
Yeah. And guess what? There's already been one of your nurses taking care of you tonight. It was your NICU nurse.
When
She
you were
took care of
tiny
you when you were a baby.
What
Is that cool?
is on that ball?
What is on that wall? Oh, that's cool. It's a superhero. And are we gonna have a sleepover here tonight? Is Mama gonna sleep by you? Yeah. All night long?
Yeah.
Are we gonna snuggle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited?
And it's coming off.
Your Band-Aid's coming on. You got a cool Bugs Bunny one.
But I want to squeeze it so it doesn't
You
come
want me to
off.
squeeze it so it doesn't come off? Okay, there you go. I squeezed it for you.
I need to lay by me.
I would love to lay by you. Should we go to bed?
Yeah.
Okay, say see you
But
tomorrow.
but I want to take this off.
I know, but we have to leave that on because that lets us know that your oxygen's okay. The 142 is heart rate. The 98 is oxygen level. You want it to be as close to 100 as possible. And the white line that's at 15 right now is her breaths per minute.